Hi everyone, I'm Chef Leroy and welcome to my cozy kitchen. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. I certainly am. Weather here in Minnesota is kind of drab, a little overcast. No snow. 5th of January, go figure. Now next week they're talking about some snow, but we'll see how that goes. Again, I've been having some construction projects going on at my house. I got a little bit of video that I'll add not to this video here. This one I'm doing a product review, but I'll disclose that in a second. But I will show you some of the progress that has been done in our bathrooms at this point. But anyway, that's not what this video is about today, but I do want to ask you guys to give that thumbs up there if you like the videos. Please hit the like button, hit that notification bell, ding, 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 and please leave me any comments. If you have any comments about the video or want some questions answered, please leave those. I would appreciate that, and I'll get to them as soon as I see them. Also, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Subscriptions are free for you to join. They just let you know when a video has been thrown out there by me. Well, anyway, what we're going to show you today is I decided to join all the hype out there about these new Hexclad pans. You see Chef Gordon Ramsay, he's advertising these. There's other chefs out there that have been advertising this. So I decided that I have a 12-inch saute pan that I bought from Williams-Sonoma several years ago. And the problem with the pan is it doesn't have a cover. And when I went back to Williams-Sonoma to try to buy a cover for them, they don't have one. So I decided, you know what? This is a year I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to buy a pan with a cover. Well, then the Hexclad pans came out and they started advertising this about the new revolutionary hybrid cookware, right? So I thought, well, you know what? I'm gonna look at it. So I've got my pan today. This is a 12-inch saute pan with the cover, okay? I got it on Amazon. So I want to show you what you get in the box. All right, so let's get the camera down here and we'll show you what's inside as we open this baby up. So excited. All right, so the pan comes in a really nice box. It did come in a brown box from Amazon. This was inside that other box, taped up really well. So it wasn't moving around at all. Again, this is a 12-inch fry pan with lid. Commercial Hexclad hybrid cookware. Revolutionize your kitchen. All right, we're gonna see if it revolutionizes our kitchen. All right, we're gonna open it up. So we gotta pop it up here. There's two tabs at the one end where the handle is. Nice little carrying handle. Don't really need that because it came in the mail. We're not carrying it out of the store. So look inside the box. Look at this. You get a really sweet bag in there. Okay, the pan is in the bag, so let's go ahead and pull everything out of the pan here, or out of the box. Okay, this is your cover. I'll show you how they pack this here. So the pan cover itself is in here. Handle, they give you this little cardboard part that sits on top of the pan. So it's packed really nicely. And inside the box, there are some instructions. Sorry, I'm kind of off camera here a little bit. Everything's so slippery. I made this, these papers are kind of a coated paper. Make them a little bit more waterproof, I guess. All right, here's all your papers. So they thank you for your purchase. This one here is on how to take care of it, one of them. Here's your limited or lifetime warranty that comes with the pan. Now basically it says in here that if you're using this as a commercial pan, they're not going to really honor your warranty is what they said. And then here's another card here showing some other information about the pan. And then this one is care and use, okay? Now, as with most pans, you want to season it first, right? So they recommend that you wash it out with some soapy water. Usually I use Dawn soap. But before we get to all that, let's go ahead and open this box up here. I want to see what the lid looks like. also in a cover. I don't think we're going to be using those, but I don't know. Maybe we can use them for backpacking or something, or traveling. Nice little cloth bag. Because I got a storage area for my pans. I don't need that. Look at that. Look at that cover. So the lid cover is riveted on. Looks like pretty solid construction there. It's got a little air hole in there to release your steam pressure. Yeah, I mean, it looks like it's pretty nice construction. Excited about that. All right, now let's take a look at the pan. Yeah, they come with these really nice bags. I guess you could take it traveling with you if you wanted to. Now, this is beautiful, really. I mean, wow. It's pretty nice construction here. Again, the handle's riveted on. The rivets come through here. Nice, nice construction. Grab my other pan to show you what that one looks like. So this is my other pan. They're both 12-inch, but this one is deeper. If you noticed here, this is more of like a normal saute. This is kind of like a tall saute pan. I'm just curious the cover fits it. It does. It doesn't fit it really good, but I guess I could use that pan still. Let's check it with this one. It fits about the same as this one. But it's really nice to have a cover. We can't do a lot of stuff with this one. I always have to use aluminum foil. I got lots of different cooking demonstrations that I have to use foil on top of this pan. So that's why I've been looking for a pan that has a cover. And there we go. So I think I may be retiring this one. And I don't know if you can see it in this lighting here. Let me turn on my ring light here. Sorry, guys. Let's see if that helps. Oh. Now, I don't know if you can tell by looking at it in the light. There's lots of small scratches in here now. So this nonstick is a little bit more compromised. And I've never used any kind of metal in this, but it's just from general wear and with spoons and stuff that are even plastic spoons. So yeah, I think it's time to retire this one. But now we have this one. All right, now again, cleaning and care, right? First thing you want to do is you want to wash these both, cover and pan. They recommend that you dry this out first, and then you're going to use a little bit of vegetable oil in it and put it at a low medium heat, and leave the oil in the pan for about 1 to 2 minutes or so. Again, you want to keep it at a low medium heat, and then that basically is your pan is seasoned. What I'll probably do at that point is I'll take a paper towel and wipe it around, but I'm going to use avocado oil. They ask you to use a vegetable oil. You could use olive oil, I guess, too, but they do recommend a vegetable oil, so that's what we're going to do. And otherwise, a care down the road, they're saying that you can even use wire scrubbies in this thing. The most scrubby that I use, I have this cloth one it's got a abrasive to it. It's a little abrasive outside on it. That's what I use for most of my pans. It doesn't scratch them, but this one here, they say you can use steel wool in it, which is very interesting. Not only that, but you can put it in the oven up to 500 degrees. No, I don't think I'm going to do that. I don't see any need for that for me. And 500 degrees is extremely hot. I don't know why you'd even want to have it at 500. But nonetheless, they say it can go in your oven at 500 degrees. Next thing is it's dishwasher safe. So that's another thing too. All right, we're gonna see how this baby works. So I'll get it cleaned up and we'll get it on the stove. Okay, we got a pan cleaned up. I'm gonna go ahead and dry it, paper towel. I gotta say, the pan is beautiful, honestly. I really like how this design is here. It's a really sharp looking pan. I like the fact that this is a low profile pan. Now, it won't be as easy to do, because I like to do different scrambles and stuff. And usually, if I'm doing a lot, this is a great pan for that. But I think we're going to be perfectly fine with this. I like the low profile. It's more like a normal saute pan would be. So I think I'm going to be just absolutely pleased with it. Also, guess what? It is induction friendly. So that's one thing I have. It's an induction stove. All right, we're going to go ahead and follow the instructions. We're going to put 1 teaspoon of oil in the pan, just like so. It's really important to read the instructions on these things because they designed the pan. They've obviously tested it many times over. So it's really a good idea to make sure that you follow the rules. And also you'll avoid the warranty if you don't follow every step that they kind of ask you to do. So, okay, let's go ahead and get this on the stove. Okay, we have our pan on the induction stove, and guess what? It is definitely an induction friendly pan. So I'm going to turn this up to, they say a low medium temp. I want to see how fast the pan heats up. Because I've got my other one here, this Tibor pan that I have here. I've shown this one. So this one. These pans take quite a while to heat up, even with that metal bottom, but they're a ceramic pan. So these do take quite a bit of time to heat up, but it's such a great pan. I love it. Oh yeah, it gets hot fast. And they basically say to just heat the oil for 1 to 2 minutes. So this thing is going to heat up really fast. That's great. Now I got to think of something to cook in there. I think I got some dumplings. I could throw some dumplings in there. Look at this. We got some dumplings. We're going to put some dumplings in there. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's nice and hot. Let's go ahead and move the pan around a little bit. Nice thing about induction is as soon as you pull the pan, it's off. All right, let's go ahead and put a timer on. Not that we really need it, but I think it's important. If they say 1 to 2 minutes, that's what we're going to do, exactly that. All right, let's let her heat up. Yeah, can I already see the oil's kind of bubbling a little bit. Oh yeah, she gets hot. Let's check the handle, do a handle test. It's not too bad right here. It's a little bit warm, but nothing. The handle's nice and cool. Sorry, I'm touching my stove. It doesn't like its buttons touched. All right. Well, so far I'm digging it. The interesting part about this is that they're saying you can use metal in it. I'm not going to do that. I have plastic for all my stuff, so. Yeah, it's a really cool pan. I like the design of it for sure. I think it looks very, very sharp. Everything's pretty hot. Sorry, I keep bumping that. It's not even hot right here, but this part here, that's hot. This part, not hot at all. Okay, that's the timer. That was 2 minutes. That's it. All right, our 2-minute cook with oil. Supposed to help season it. Fantastic. I'm going to shut that off for a minute. I'm going to take a paper towel and run the oil around the pan. Just like that. Look at that oil just stays kind of in there. It's pretty cool. All right, I'm going to put some dumplings in there. Now we'll try the cover too, because with the dumplings you want to steam them a little bit along with sauteing. So let's go ahead and get that cover on top there. There we go. All right, first cook. I'm excited. See you in a few. Okay, let's check our dumplings. So another little test I like to do with new pans, especially ones that have covers, I like to see just how hot that cover gets, okay? So I've already had these dumplings in here for about 5 minutes. Now if you touch the outer edge here, this metal, it's extremely hot, okay? Really hot. But this part, not much. It's this glass dome, if that's exactly what it is, completely glass, I'm not sure, but I mean, it seems to be, right? But the handle's nice and cool, very cool to touch. The handle here, the end of the pan, now it's starting to get hotter here because I've had the pan on now for a while. So this part right here is starting to get pretty warm. Right here though, nice and cool handle. Beautiful. Exactly what you want. You don't want it to get burnt playing around with the pan. So let's go ahead and take that cover up. Check our dumplings. See if they're browning up nicely. Let's flip one over. Oh, not really browning up too much. Probably could add a little more oil to the pan, although they're not really sticking. Looking good, guys, looking good. Just gonna put just a little, dumplings, you kind of want a little bit of oil with them because you want them to fry just a little bit. Just put a little bit of oil with them. Just like that. This is going to be a true test with dumplings because they're sticky already. You know, that's one good thing is to try them with this type of a product because that wrapper on the dumplings, they can be a little bit on the stickier side. So I think this is a great test. Go ahead and cover them back up and let them cook. Get back to you in a minute. Okay, back at the pan here. One other little test I like to do with saute pans. I already can tell this pan is really good for tossing your vegetables in because of the way the sides are on this. So let's go ahead and flip the dumplings. See that? That's great. They're looking great. See? Nice and starting to brown up nicely. Beautiful. Look at that. That dumpling looks amazing. These are just some vegetable dumplings. I got them at an Asian market. It's supposed to be a Japanese style, I guess. Spicy. And how are they doing here? Feeling nice and thawed out. Took them right out of the freezer. Go ahead and cover that up. What I might do is just add just a little bit of water, just to give them a little bit of a steam. So let's do that. Let's take the cover up. Don't need too much, just a little bit to get that steam going. Add a little port. Look at that. Steam's coming right out of the port. Awesome, awesome. So the cover now at the top part is pretty hot. Obviously with that steam got that hot. The handle's still nice and cool on the top of the lid, and the handle on the pan itself is still nice and cool this side. It's hot right there though. It's starting to get pretty hot. And now the top of the dome, after hitting that steam in there, it got really hot. But that makes a lot of sense, right? That nice steam temperature up there. But this handle, still nice and cool. No problems. Okay. Look at that. Look at that. Ooh, nice and hot. Okay. Now the only thing then is the dumpling wants to stick a bit. So just kind of move them around again. A little sticky. A little bit. That's why I said I really want to try dumplings, because I know they're, because of that wrapper, they can be a little bit on the stickier side for pans. Well, guys, I'm impressed. Not gonna lie. I'm not sponsored by these guys, but I guess maybe I should be. I really dig it. It's a really nice pan. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and shut this off and just do a little recap. Look at that. That looks awesome. I'm gonna have a nice little snack for me. I love it. All right, guys, so a little recap on our Hexclad Pan. Guys, I'm telling you, could be a game changer for me. It does retain its heat for a while, so just be careful. Now, it doesn't say it in the instructions, but whenever I use any kind of a semi-nonstick or nonstick pan, I generally let them cool down to room temperature before I clean them. So I think that would be a very good idea. Now, they do say that you don't really have to season it again after that first initial seasoning, that the pan will keep, seasoning as you cook with it throughout, right? Small amount of oil. Also, they want you to keep your temperatures low in the beginning as you're cooking. Obviously, you can raise your temperature if you don't feel like the food is cooking at the right temperature for you. But be careful, because this pan, I'll tell you, on induction, it gets hot fast. I would imagine it would do the same thing with gas, but I don't have a gas. So I'm, again, not sponsored by these guys, but I think I've just decided to retire this pan. And the weight difference is quite a bit. This pan is pretty heavy. This one, not quite. In fact, you know what I want to do? I should have done this right away. I just want to see how much it weighs. So I've got my scale here. I'll turn it on. I'll tell you how much this pan weighs. So this pan is 3 pounds, 6 ounces. Okay. My other pan is over 4 pounds. It's almost 4.5 pounds. So quite a bit different in weight, okay? Again, when you season it, you need a teaspoon of oil. Heat it up for about 2 minutes. Let it just chill out the pan. I used a towel, wiped it out, as you could see. Make sure you wash it first. Now, after you do your cook, you can still wash it with soap and water. It's supposed to be just fine for that. They do recommend that if you're cooking eggs at all, you'll probably want to go use a pan sprayer or some oil for eggs. I did notice that as I was cooking these pot stickers, they did stick a bit to the pan, but I think that was a good test to just check to see how well the pan works with nonstick. I will say my other pan that I have, my Tiberang pan, that thing is extremely nonstick. So when I cook dumplings and that, nothing stuck at all. They just slide right around. But yeah, it's really cool. It's a really nice pan. Again, I was trying to find a pan that I could get a cover with. And like I said, the cover is well constructed, riveted on, glass top with metal rim. It did get really hot once I steamed. It got hot around the rim as well, but the handle was nice and cool. No problems with the handle. If you do put it in the oven, make sure you're using hot pads for sure. And also I always use like a wooden board or something for my countertop. Even though I've got a granite countertop, it's still, I like to make sure everything's nice and safe. Now, the bags that you come with. You can go ahead and put your pan back in the bag and store it that way. I don't do that. I got plenty of room in a drawer that I put my pan in. If I stack anything in it, I always put a bunch of paper towels in there to protect the pan, but I don't usually, when I have these big sautés, I don't stack anything in them. I guess you could use these for a party. If you're going to someone's house and you want to cook for them, you can put your pan and your cover in its own bag. Pretty cool. But it's nice packaging. I give them that. Really like the pan. And we're going to do a few more demonstrations with this pan as well. But anyway, that's all I've got for today. You guys have a fantastic day. Chef Leroy out. And thanks for watching My Cozy Kitchen.